folks. Ashby Magna show. It's a little bit wet, but it's alright. We're coping. I think they're just about to do the run around the ring with the tractors. We stood next to the Alice Chalmers. Here's a question for you. I don't know, I'm just genuinely asking. Model C. Anybody know the difference? Model C and the Model B. I know there is a difference. Presumably the C is bigger, but I don't really know. Is it engine? I'm just putting it out there. I looked at that and immediately thought it looks a little bit bigger than a B. Get ready for the parade round the ring now. See you in a minute.
At Dagenham, just outside London on the Thames, with a short bridge at Trafford Park in Manchester where
Size of it.
Ford had a tradition with the Irish flag while Dagenham Ford continued to develop their machines through the Second World War. Into the 60s and 70s. In the 70s, late 60s and 70s, they moved again to a new plant at Basildon, down the road from Dagenham and Essex, where the big brain was produced. And eventually, another big player in the tractor development world was Harry Ferguson. He hailed from Northern Ireland and was essentially an inventor. He first item he really invented as such to benefit agriculture was a plough which he could connect to the Force tracks at the time with a special design that allowed for the plough to enhance the ground pressure on the wheel and act as a tractor to reduce wheel slip. He went on to form a partnership with Henry Ford and producing the Ford Ferguson 8 and 9 tractors. Up until the 1930s when he had a disagreement over patents and things with Ford. There was a patent for just at the time. Later on, which resulted in services at that time, I believe, it was Matthew Harris, which eventually became
the 900 David Brown, and not many of them about.
And here we see several examples of both the Ferguson tractor and the grey ones, which were built at the Standard Motor Works. Tractor at Magna in Coventry. Now, of course, the Magna site is gone. That's there of them. Matthew Ferguson tractor produced in France. We also had the British Motor Company producing Nuffield tractors, initially from Birmingham and then later from their manufacturing plant in Bathgate, Scotland. In the 1970s, the Nuffield brand was rebranded as Leyland tractors, and as we can see a couple of examples of those there today, along with the Nuffield Universals, built to a specification as laid down by the Ministry of Agriculture at the time, for the requirement for a machine that will be useful for row crop work, so it needed adjustable axles, ground clearance, and then by then, because of the lapses of the patents for the hydraulic lift system that was used on Ferguson tractors, most manufacturers could then start to offer some form of hydraulic power lift, latterly incorporating position control and depth control, which work basically on the pressure exerted on the top link of the implement operating valves within the transmission to ensure that the shroud implement into the ground was maintaining the correct depth.
I like that one, that's really nice, that is.
In the earlier days, the engines in the tractors were mostly all petrol. Until they were developed to run on. Other manufacturers that haven't been mentioned today, International Harvester from Doncaster, producing tractors pre and post-war, mostly post-war. You'll see those as the red ones. There's some Farmall, International Farmall, the Farmall Cup, for instance, which was an imported tractor that wasn't produced in the UK, although there was a very similar tractor produced called the Farmall A, which was a small.
These are really unusual tractors, these are. You don't see many of them about. Over by the stationary engines on the left-hand side. Yeah, they don't do a lot.
There you go. Just see you later. There you go. There you go.
Let's go, Lee. Got run over. My dad rescued him. Wow, look at those, look. Look, ferrets. Oh, you're being shy, are you? Look how fast. Look at his tail. You'd have sausages. That one very playful.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, where have you gone? Go, 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 go!
You're too wild up now.
It's called a kettle apparently. I think it's because it boils the water quite quickly.
Yeah.
How's that? Is that any good? Cool. Right, we're back online. I think so. Everybody wants some dogs, basically just outside of other shop. Family team go on shoot, we've got lots of dogs. What we're going to do to begin with, first we're going to get Jodie. Jodie's a Cocker Spaniel.
Yeah.
Takes on the shoot beating and
Don't know anything about motorbikes, but they look nice.
Won a British Commendation Award, so she's a great little dog. Then we're going to do something in what we call a quartering pattern.
It's for sale.
The background most effectively. On the off chance that there might be a pheasant there to film, to then send it over to Jodie.
No, I like it, don't get me wrong, but
All boot and bonnet and inside is not much bigger than them.
yeah.
I've got a starting picture here, so we are going to be using that just depending on the light box on here, but hopefully it won't.
Like these tools.
It's a Dodge Charger, I take it, is it?
Then Jodie stops to the shop, waits for the phone to tell her what to do next. The important that Jodie keeps looking at
I'd
Jodie
imagine
for the
that's a
next
Charger, isn't it?
and then we'll start looking again.
That's what they were
That
called.
might have been when
Maybe.
Bernard was sent over the gun, shot, hopefully dead, and Jodie might have left the retriever.
This was nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
Then we had a rabbit ball out of the pocket. That's it.
Yeah, all of these are cool. That one's really nice. That, look at that.
Jodie wasn't going to use it, it was just for her to retrieve. Left it well alone and picked up. Did a fire under the shop.
That's weird.
Good girl. Good bit of everything. The Spaniel's job, well, that's receiving the gun system, but mainly it's beginning of the shoot day on, well, beginning of the drive, and the beating dogs will be running quick after them, looking for them, and send over the gun. Until the end of the drive, hopefully the second in shot, all of the other drive, her back,
I don't think that's the standard.
lorry out, she's
No.
ready done. Sometimes we have to handle our dogs on the road.
These, my first car or something.
A-Reg, 1963.
Yeah, mine was. You said 476.
What's that? What's that called? A Comet?
So, well, it could be.
Awesome.
Nice car.
And I'm going to throw out.
It is a square ball, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, so it is, yeah. There you are. That's a very good one, isn't it?
That ain't too bad. It's just stopped charging again last night, like so far. No electric start.
It's on the iron lead, isn't it?
It's not very easy.
Yeah. Is that a 500 or a 2000? Because there was different ones, weren't there?
Well, the RS.
Well, they did a 500 Cosworth, and there was a RS 2000 as well.
Oh, I don't know.
But I think the RS 500 was slightly more refined, and they only built 500 of them.
Oh, right.
I think that's what it was. I don't really know.
We're going to send these dogs to use the pasture. Ready? Set.
Always like a nice scamel. Just, wow, mate, the weather just come down real heavy. You can see it. Behind me's alright now. I do like these are awesome, aren't they? I always love to have one of them, but I don't have much use for them. I just like them. I remember there used to be one parked in Banbury. I always used to look at it.
Tell you what, mate, you need a fuel delivery.
Well, you would, but I'm sure with an engine like that you could probably get it to run on something a little less than diesel. But I don't really know. I just know, yeah, it would be expensive to run.
What's nice engine now?
Yeah, I really don't know. I know most of them are 6-wheel drive, I think. Yeah. The absolute monsters.
Oh yeah, one axle and then it's out.
Yeah, yeah, and it pivots.
Anyway.
Yes. Looked like it said 166. I thought from a distance it looked like it said 166. Yeah. They probably use it for doing road runs. Always liked the forward control Land Rover. Never driven one, but I always liked them when I was a kid. Just different. Always fancied to have one of them. I have heard people say they're not the greatest things to drive, but even so, I still quite like them. I think they're my favourite of all the Land Rovers. And you've got the lightweight as well, which apparently wasn't any lighter, it was just the shape of it for air transport apparently. That's a proper tractor puller or whatever it is, beefed up.
Absolutely.
I think it's, yeah, I don't really know what it is. It's just a bit of fun, I suppose, isn't it? I thought it was for a tractor pull, but I really don't know what it is. It'd be interesting to know.
That sounds nice.
It looks like a 5-cylinder engine. Originally supplied Platson Limited Doncaster to Mr. W.T. Fox, Moseley Grange, Marsonair, Doncaster, South Yorkshire on the 26th of January 1945. The tractor remained in the Fox family and was restored by them in 2002 and then sold at auction in the spring of 2002. The tractor was then expectedly returned for auction in April 2004, where it was purchased by its current owner or his son, Morgan Marshall, hence the initials MM. It comes with original sales documents, logbook, original Minneapolis Merlin oil can, Philip Marshall, Thurlaston, Leicestershire. We've got all the original paperwork. Always quite fascinates me, these tractors and Deutsche combines as well, the early ones. They actually had air-cooled engines. This one, you know, I was just looking to see if I was right that it did have one. I don't know much about them, but I know it does actually have an air-cooled engine. Which in some ways, if you've got an engine in a combine, I think maybe it's a bit of an advantage to having an air-cooled. Yeah. I would think it is. Now, I know they don't have them with air-cooled engines in Deutz combines anymore, but you hardly ever see Deutz combines anymore. They were quite common in the 80s, early 90s, but they've disappeared now. I know I worked on a big Deutz tractor, and I was quite impressed at how solid it was. But they're now Deutz tractors are the same as Lamborghinis, and same. I think they're all standard tractor for each brand, and they just badge them accordingly. My mate had a Deutz tractor for a few years, sold it now, but he apparently it's basically the same machine as the one that Jeremy Clarkson's got, even though it wasn't quite as big, but it was the same sort of tractor, just with a different paint job and a different name on it. Right, I'm just going to have another look at some more tractors, but we've got a little something to see again after the show. I'm going to someone's place to look at some stuff which I'm quite looking forward to, so I'll do that as a separate video, because it should be quite interesting for me anyway, so I hope you like it. I won't tell you what it is yet. Very impressive tractor. Another one that caught my attention, Ford Ferguson. This one behind us, this 272 with that Tedder on the back, that Alice Chalmers Tedder. I know the guy, I've met the guy who owns that. He's got a few Alice Chalmers bits and pieces, and he's going to start his own channel. He's hoping to anyway. He's just bought another piece of kit that he's going to start doing restoration work and putting it on YouTube. So I'm going to try and support him in that, and I just make mention of him, you know. And yeah, so watch this space, because you know I like to try and support other people who are doing these kind of things. I think it benefits me and them, if you know what I mean. So you know, it's always, yeah, I just think it's the right thing to do, to show support to the people who are doing like other things that people are interested in, you know, people like-minded people are interested in. So yeah.